a message for pre-K kids about Mother's Day. Mother's Day is coming up on this Sunday, and it's a special day to remind your mom how much you love her, care about her, and really appreciate her. Because just think about all the amazing things your mom does for you every day, right? And your mom never complains about helping you and doing things for you. She just does it because she loves you. So show her how much you love her this Mother's Day, okay? I'm going to read you a special book about an amazing mother, and then I'm going to show you how we're going to be making our Mother's Day presents this year, okay? So the book is called Hazel's Amazing Mother, and it's by Rosemary Wells. Hazel's mother gave Hazel a nickel and a kiss and said, "Buy something nice for our picnic." "I will," said Hazel, and she wheeled Eleanor's carriage down the street. Can you see who Eleanor is in this story? It's her little doll. Hazel stopped to help the mailman. "I see Eleanor has new shoes," said the mailman. "My mother made them," said Hazel. Eleanor's shoes were sky blue silk. "Good morning," said the policeman. "I see Eleanor has a new dress." "My mother made it," said Hazel. Eleanor's dress was calico with French lace trim. "Oh, such a pretty doll," said the baker. "My mother made her," said Hazel, and the baker gave Hazel a buttercream rose. Hazel bought 2 cookies from the baker, one for herself and one for Eleanor. But since Eleanor couldn't open her mouth, Hazel ate them both. With her last 3 pennies, she bought some grapes from the fruit lady and a piece of toast with jam from the jelly man. "Can you find your way home, little girl?" asked the fruit lady. "Oh, yes," answered Hazel. But at the next corner, Hazel made a wrong turn. After that, she took another wrong turn and another, until she found herself on a lonely hilltop in a part of town where she had never been before. "Don't worry, Eleanor," said Hazel. "We'll find our way back." And just then, a boy's voice rang out. "Hey, Doris, someone is stealing our ball." Do you think Hazel was really stealing their ball? Let's look back at what happened. So the ball is up in the air on this page, and on this page it's in her carriage. What do you think happened? In a flash, Hazel was surrounded. "What should we do, Doris?" asked the other boy. "If she's going to play with our ball," said Doris, "we'll play with her doll." Oh no. Eleanor was tossed from hand to hand. Off came her blue silk shoes. "Stop!" Hazel shouted. Higher and farther they threw her. Off came her calico dress. Out came her stuffing. "Oh no!" pleaded Hazel, but she was powerless to stop them. And when they had finished with her, Eleanor was little more than a rag. "Eleanor, my Eleanor," said Hazel. "Let's ride the carriage down the hill," said Doris. Hazel rocked poor, ruined Eleanor in her arms. She heard the carriage splash into the pond at the bottom of the hill. "Oh, Mother," she cried, "Mother, I need you." Just at that moment, on the other side of town, Hazel's mother was picking tomatoes for their picnic. Something told her that Hazel needed her. A drop of rain fell, and then it began to pour, and a great wind sprang up. It blew the picnic blanket over the garden wall, and Hazel's mother caught hold of it, but the wind was so strong that it swept up the blanket, Hazel's mother, the picnic basket, and a dozen tomatoes over the treetops as if they were no heavier than blowing leaves. Wow. The blanket filled with air ballooned out and sailed over the town. At last it lodged in a very tall tree, the very tree where Hazel was sheltered from the rain. Doris and the boys were about to run home when Hazel's mother's voice boomed out from overhead. "Just a minute." A tomato hit Doris smack between the eyes. "Don't make a move without fixing Eleanor," Hazel's mother roared. Who are you?" Doris squealed. "It's my mother," said Hazel. "Find Eleanor's dress and shoes," rumbled Hazel's mother. "Restuff her and sew her up good as new." Hazel's mother tossed her pocket sewing kit down to Doris. It was followed by 3 more tomatoes. The boys quivered like jello. "It was all Doris's fault," they yelled. Hazel's mother laughed thunderously. "Ha ha ha! Fish that carriage out of the pond and clean it up," she told them. The boys scrubbed feverishly. Doris sewed like a machine. Above them, the sun came out and the clouds slipped away. Eleanor's carriage worked without a squeak. Eleanor was perfect, except for her eyes, which Doris could not find in the grass. The moment Doris and the boys left, Hazel's mother dropped to the ground. Hazel's mother found those eyes and she sewed them right back on while Hazel ate a sandwich. "Oh, Mother," said Hazel, "how did you do it?" "It must have been the power of love," said Hazel's mother. And then she packed up and went home. Hazel took 2 ladyfingers, one for herself and one for Eleanor. But since Eleanor couldn't open her mouth, Hazel ate them both. I like that story because it really shows the power of a mother's love, right? Your mother would do anything for you. All right, here's the project. This is a surprise for your mom, so don't tell her. Have your dad help you with this, okay? Or maybe your older brother or sister if you have one. So it looks like this. Yours might be pink or it might be red. And it's like a book. So we're going to make a little book for your mom. So the first step is to decorate the cover. In your bag, you should have some heart stickers. And I want you to use these to cover the cover of your Mother's Day present. So go ahead and stick those on. Make your cover look beautiful for your mom, okay? When you're done with that, here's the next thing I want you to do. You have some white pages like this. I want you to do 2 of these on your own with your dad, and then the other 2 we're going to work on together next week during our Zoom call, okay? The 2 I want you to do are a picture of you and a picture of your mom. And then they're going to get glued into your book. And there should be labels of where to glue them in your book, okay? So you can follow along with the Matman song if you want. I posted it on YouTube, so if you want to follow along with that to help you draw a person, you can. It could be really helpful for you. So start with the first one, write your name. Don't write your name too big, right? Because you want to have room for your picture of you. But label it with your name so your mom knows that's a picture of you. And then draw a picture of a person and add details so it looks just like you. Okay, so I want you to make sure that it has your hair color and the person is wearing the clothes that you would like to wear, things like that to make it look like you, okay? On your other page, we're going to label this one Mom, okay? How do you spell Mom? What does it start with? M, right? So we're going to label Mom, M, A, O, M. You can write that, right? Mom. And then I want you to draw another person picture. Again, you can follow along with the Matman song if you want and make this one look like your mom. So color her hair the way her hair looks and show her clothes the way mom would want to wear clothes, what colors she likes and things like that. And then these are going to get glued into your book side by side. Okay? And then we are going to work together on our Zoom call on 2 more things next week. We're going to make a letter for Mom, and that's going to be on this lined paper, so don't do anything on that yet. And then the final thing we'll do is write a poem for Mom, and I'll be typing those up for you and sending them to you next week to glue into your book, or this week, I should say, by the end of this week so that you can have them in time for Mother's Day. Sound good? Let me know if you have any questions. We'll talk more on Zoom. Make sure you're getting this done, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.